15 years ago, at the end of June 2007, the genius innovator Steve Jobs unveiled Apple's new breakthrough product, the iPhone. At that time, nobody could envision how the completely flat mobile phone with a small lens and tiny sensor, no viewfinder and only touch controls will change photography. Some say that the iPhone and smartphones in general killed it forever. In the same June of 2007, I was hiking in a Sumatra rainforest and I had no idea that Apple started selling a product that will soon make my trusty Canon A520 obsolete. Then my mom came to visit me and I took her, my sister and a good friend on a trip through Indonesia. By the time I had taken maybe 8,000 photos in the previous 10 months and was sick of doing it, so the compact Canon went to my mother and she became our documentarist. Enjoying how easy it was to take a photo with this compact camera, she managed to take about the same amount of photos in 1 month as I had in the previous 10. Shortly after we returned home, the trusty old Canon packed it up due to corrosion of its lens mechanism, but my mom continued taking photos with a slightly improved Canon A570. But these days she takes photos with a smartphone and sends many of them to us through WhatsApp. I told you this story because it perfectly describes one way smartphones change photography. They haven't killed it, they just killed compact cameras. At least for my mom and many people around the world who just want to take snapshots of their life, family or holidays. But what about us, enthusiastic photographers who swear by viewfinders and real aperture rings? Are we looking at smartphones like the lesser tool one can use for capturing the decisive moment? Or maybe we are just angry that people on the street became more sensitive to real cameras. Sometimes being a photographer with a larger camera can be intimidating to the person being photographed. With a smartphone, you are invisible. Using a phone can make it easier to get intimate moments that otherwise might not happen. These days, you can even adjust the exposure to lighten up shadows or protect highlights. This can easily make the iPhone, or any smartphone for that matter, your main camera. At least it's always with you. When on holiday or out at a dinner, you always have a quality camera to capture whatever you may find interesting. But I think that people also get fed up with smartphone photography and move to real cameras, because it feels different. The photos shot on the latest phones now feel like digital art more than photographs. What you see with the naked eye is not what you get on your screen, and that can be quite unsettling. The colors are often oversaturated and look touched up even when you have done nothing else but pressed the shutter button. The iPhone's portrait mode produces blur, but it's not the same effect a regular camera with fast prime can give. The pictures just don't evoke a similar thrill of taking a good picture. And somewhere here may lie the answer. Smartphones have come a long way in the last 15 years, but they are a substitute for dedicated cameras and lenses. Some great work has been shot on smartphones, but they still have a long way to go. It looks like there is no right or wrong, it just depends on which hat we wear on which day. It is a different tool that definitely has changed how we take photos. But it's the photographer, not the device, that determines the quality of a photo. And on an even more positive note, in a world with so many cameras, there are also more photography consumers. And the good thing is that photography is more popular than ever. What we now need, and what we will inevitably get in future, is a blend of both. A real camera with computational power of a smartphone. Until then, the best alternative to your phone will be the Ricoh GR3. So make sure you watch my review of this pocketable camera. Who knows, maybe you will realize it's money better spent than on a new iPhone, at least in the current iteration.